Okay, welcome to Shave It Off Sunday. We're going to do a series of shaving videos because that's what I've just got into. The reason why is, well, I've grown beards in the past, but they've been itchy and annoying and that sort of thing. I like to sometimes have a bit of a goatee or whatever, but I've just come down to, Dad used to tell me, shave every day. He used to shave every day, and I know why, because when you shave, it's like a ritual. It's a man's ritual, and I've just been getting into it, and it turns out that I'm really enjoying it. So I looked up shaving on the internet, and there's a lot of stuff about it, but the main thing is what they say is these sort of twin blade, or sometimes they've got 5 blades or 6 blades. They're not good for you, because when you shave, they bunch up your skin, and they can cause nicks and also ingrown hairs and that sort of thing. Someone said to me, well, I've never had ingrown hairs. And to be honest, I don't think I have either, but as I get older, I think it's become more of a risk. So I thought, well, how hard is it? I did try shaving with one of these. These are a safety razor, and on this one, it's a butterfly. So if I twist this knob here, this sort of opens out and the blade goes on. But I always had trouble. I was always nicking myself. I think I used something like what Dad used to have, and Dad always had nicks. He always had spots of blood and stuff. So I gave it up, but I've come back to it. I'm waiting on a Henson, which is coming soon, and the Henson is got a design on it. It was designed by NASA scientists, NASA engineers that did some work with the Mars rover, and they've angled it so that until you get you can't cut yourself virtually until you get the right angle. It won't shave. This has got much more angle that you can shave and possibly cut yourself. But what you do when you're shaving, you don't like with these sort of razors here, you can virtually go any direction and you're not going to cut yourself too much. But you're doing damage, because also these blades, they quiver, right? They're not dead straight. With the safety razor, these blades that go on remain dead straight. But with these, you've got to push on your skin, and that's what I was used to with when I first tried one of these little boys. And I was pushing and I was cutting myself, and I thought, oh my God, this is terrible. But what I've learned from looking at quite a few YouTube videos on this is if you let the shaver just run down first, you do it in passes. So you just go with the hairs. I'm going to have a shave in a minute later up, and I'll show you. But and you don't force it. You just they've got a weight to them, and you just let the weight of the razor do the work. And the other thing they say is to warm your face up, get your face nice and warm. And you can either do it coming out of the shower straight away, or you can get a face flannel and heat it up. That's what I'm doing. And then you apply it over your face like this. Right. Yeah. That's not quite hot enough. I'll try it again. So this is my first shaving video, shaving on Sunday. Here we go. Sort of a man ritual. I will be shaving every day. But I thought this would be interesting to have a bit of fun with it, because I like multimedia. I haven't done anything on the internet for a while, so this is my Jack soap there, in a nice little container with a lid. So I'm just going to lather that up and lather it like so. Get nice and thick. But as I say, soap has got that little bit more runniness on it, which I think is pretty good. So just lather up. Okay, and I usually start just, oh gosh, it feels almost like there's nothing in, no razor in it. There it is. There it is there. So no nicks. And you just go down nice and slow. I sort of hold it like that, almost like you're holding a spoon on its side sort of thing. But you don't want to, you're not pushing, you're just letting it glide over like so. Give it a rinse. Like so. Now this razor itself only cost me $26. It's probably one of the cheapest razors. I found out that it's called a Schick razor, but Schick and Wilkinson sort of are owned by the same company. And you can find a lot. I saw people using it on the internet, and they said it was a good all-round shaver. So I'm just letting it, I'm not pushing. The hardest bits are these ones under your nose. Going against the grain there. So far no nicks. Now I've used this blade about 3 other times. So they reckon you can get up to 7 shades with these blades, which only work out to about, I think for 5, it cost me $1.30 or something. So look, it's not even, it's probably 5 cents a blade or something like that. Whereas those cartridges, if you buy a cartridge, that's where they get you. I mean, I've seen them with up to 7 blades on them, and those cartridges are like $30, $40. And the other thing too, I found out by using them, and which used to annoy me, is they clog up, and they're very hard to unclog. Whereas these, you just rinse them. Ooh, is that a nick there? No, just a bit of irritation. So you've just got to be more gentle. It's teaching me not to rush too, because as everyone tells me, I tend to rush everything. So I'm just letting the shaver do the work. And this is called a medium, this is a medium razor. It's not aggressive and it's not super soft, it's sort of somewhere in between. So I'm trying to encourage people to go back to these. The other thing with the cartridge razors is this is Kimbra's by the way, This is a more lady shaver, but you know what I'm talking about. These are just filling up the tip, you know, more adding to the rubbish. And whereas these are reusable, like the old, when we used to have milk bottles. Remember? I used to rewash the milk bottles and the lemonade bottles. Right, so that's the first pass. I'm going to do one more pass. And using my shaving brush. And what I do too is I use a bit of, you can mix in, because the shaving soap is sort of soft, you can add aloe vera and other creams and stuff in there. You can just mix it in with a bit of a chopstick or something, swirl it around, and you're baking up your own mixture, which is really nice for your face. There we go. Shave it off Sunday. That's it. Yeah, my skin already feels nice and smooth. Okay. Another pass. Here we go. Can you hear it grind? Yeah, and when you, with your second pass, you can go against the grain a bit. So I'm just letting the shaver do the work. Hear that? Man, that's really grinding away. It looks like diesel's going to go up again in price. Things haven't settled much in the war with between the US and Iran and everything else going on over there. So I might fill up, get some more fuel today. Hear that? That is just... And that's cutting, that's not making a noise because it's skimming over. And you get a closer shave. You get a much closer shave than these because the blade's actually getting to the hairs. It's not filling up with soap and then skimming over the top. As I say, I'm waiting on a Henson safety razor. They are so popular. We try to get some at the shave shop, but they're out. So Kimber ordered it online. And the beauty of the Henson is you can just go crazy, you can go a lot faster and not cut yourself. But still got a fantastic shave. But they're not cheap. I think they retail for around about 150 Australian. But we got a deal online where you can get them, I think Kimber with a one of those sales vouchers. She got, we ordered one, which should be coming this Wednesday. We ordered one, and she got some 100 blades and the razor for 130 bucks. So that was really good. Well, we'll just dry off a bit. All right, thanks for watching. Till next Sunday.